I'm like...
At the end of the day, number one...
Like, you can come up to people as well.
At the end of the day, number one counts most.
That's what I said to Jen after that. He was like, that was beautiful Chanel. And I said, but the difference is, right, you probably... I said to Jen, if we weren't friends, right, if we hadn't then found common ground after the first night, for example, and I crossed your path in the kitchen, was making myself a cup of tea, and you were likewise doing the same, I'd be like, oh, morning, how are you? And maybe the conversation just isn't any deeper than that because neither of us would elaborate. So as much as she's saying that, I could say, oh, I'm good, thank you. Did you sleep well? What are you thinking's going to happen? It's a two-way fucking street.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't think that's as relevant to I'm more interested in you've not got to know me. I think it's actually you and whoever you may aiming that at don't have common ground. So that's as far as it's going to go and you need to make peace with that.
I have made more conscious efforts for conversations and asked more than the other way around.
Yeah.
I was talking to her this morning about being, like, not being Chinese, but, like, speaking Chinese and stuff, and I was like, is that aimed at me? Because I feel like I don't want to be rude and just walk past her. There's people in here I do just walk past, like, and don't look at.
And I know exactly who you're referring to when you say that.
I wouldn't walk past her, not speak to her, and be like, oh, how, like, do you sleep all right? You all right? Like, just because we're all living together. All right, me and her might not sit down and have a full-blown conversation. That's
I'm not sure we've got, like,
but at the end of the day,
there.
Yeah, but as well, though, have you seen me in the morning?
That's it.
I don't want to speak to anyone. I just don't like speaking to people in the morning. I just like to be left alone. So I say to her in the morning, you're all right? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, that's it. I don't want no more conversation because I'm tired.
You always will then engage at a later date.
Yeah, but when I have approached, I've sort of felt like I'm sort of palmed off in a certain way, because some of the times I've spoke to her, her friends have come over and then she's just started speaking to her friends. Like, there was a time where she was like showing me how to make egg fried rice, and then suddenly I was invisible. That's not on her.
That's a natural thing.
Like, you know, her friends come over, say if me and you were having a conversation and Chanel goes, oh, Jen, da-da-da-da, and the next thing, me and Chanel are in full-blown conversation, completely unaware that I've literally just completely blanked you, and you're there like, you're gonna walk off. So I never think anything negative of her. I do think that people speak to her and treat her like a child.
We said that earlier. You said I think a lot of people.
I agree.
I think she's.
And I think I could tell you the people who do such, and everyone going, oh, she's so cute and stuff like that. I'm like, she's just a girl. Like, see, even as much as I love her, like yesterday when she was washing a dish with her finger, I went, do you want a sponge? And she went, oh yeah, please. And I went, here's some washing up liquid. She went, oh, thanks so much. That's the thing, like, I'm not afraid as much as I'm like, let me show you this, let me show you that. I'll do some bronzer on you and I'll help you. Like, she was peeling all the glue off her lashes yesterday. I said, Yenna, don't do that. I was like, because when you leave the glue on your lashes, they hold the shape of your eye. But as soon as you peel that off, they'll ping back. And she was like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. Because God love her, she was like, I've never put lashes on till this show. So if I can give her that expertise, it might not work for her, but you learn from being around, and I don't believe she's been around other girls who make the conscious effort to glam themselves. Do you get what I mean? So, like, but at the same time, if she's doing something, I will say, can I show you a better way to do that? And it's not a patronising way. And she's like, oh my God, I never knew this. Like, and I don't go, that's wrong. I do not want to speak to her as if she's not a competent adult.
Exactly,
There's things that she's showing you that you probably would never have known. You know, it works.
It's reciprocation, innit? It's not like fucking just like...
But, like, that's the thing, and I know exactly who you would mean when you're saying people treat her like a child.
But do you think, though, that comment to Henry was a little bit sitting on the fence?
What one?
The do I vote for Friends or Motion?
No.
Do you know what I genuinely think it was? She was saying, what she was trying to say is that if she goes in there and votes the way she wants to vote, it could really affect people in the house. But if she goes in and votes safely, it won't have as much of an impact. So depending on what she's gone for.
And now
it's either like playing the game or saving her friends. It's like.
And I think
by friends she means saving everyone. So saving someone she no one will vote for. like voting for someone she knows no one's going to vote for them.
So, like, for example,
you
like,
can't think
so, like,
that.
you know that way in your own head, you probably have those things where you're like, I don't like this person. However, they do this in the house. So, do I use my vote because I don't like them? Or do I not use it so I can benefit from... Like, your own brain does that kind of thing. But I get what you're saying. Is she referring to people in that little circle?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. The wider picture.
Or the wider picture? We will never know. But I don't think she's stupid. She knows exactly what she's got herself in for. So I don't think anyone should discredit that at all.
I think
and I don't
was
think people should go,
all-
oh my God, she's just so sweet. I don't doubt she's so sweet. I think she is so sweet. I love her. But see, when she thanks me every time I spray hairspray on her hair when I'm doing a set of pink curls, I'm like that. Stop saying thank you. I always tell her, you don't have to thank me for this. You don't have to thank me for this. Because actually, in the real world, it can come across as, oh my God, they're too like, it's like, do you know what I mean? It can be terrible. It makes me uncomfortable.
Easy.
Used to having
It's almost like a sister. She's an only child.
Yeah, 100%.
Like she doesn't have this whole like,
True, yeah,
and for
100%.
her like this is like a sisterhood, and I very much
Yeah.
want her to feel
And she said that, when
that
she, had
she
a
can learn
photo,
from us all.
didn't she? That she's never felt. She said something about like she's come to this country and felt so lonely, and now she's around so many friends. She kind of said that when she had a photo, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's what I mean. Is like I think she is here and she will learn so much from this experience.
Yeah.
But don't discount the fact that she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
So I think you're totally right. What she was trying to say is, I can change the fate of someone in this house, or I can vote a safe vote. So like she could easily have opted for someone who she knows that nobody's been wound up by, so the vote would have been wasted anyway. But her reaction to what she did and the fact that her votes then didn't count makes me think she's gone for one or the other. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, she clearly has, yeah.
I just think when it comes
Because there's a guilt associated with what she did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For me, I
But
just
also,
think...
this could be speculation, so...
No, it's speculation of like
What she meant.
What she interpreted.
what she interpreted.
Yeah.
It's not speculation of who it might have been. We're not saying that.
Yeah, true.
But I think what you take from that is like, and I don't know if they were just saying this has affected it to really get to her. We will never know that until we leave and can watch it back.
Yeah.
But if she really believes that whatever she did in there now being discounted has affected the results, then it means that she's opted for one or the other anyway. And if she'd just kept that internal, it could have literally been a whole different story. Hallie might not even be gone just now. And I think that's what it is for me, is like, I'm like, it's very interesting because imagine Hallie didn't end up being on that board as a result or something like that, like, and she wasn't gone. But like, we'll never know until we leave.
See, I just think it's a case of, if you always go in there and treat it like it's a face-to-face, then you'll be sound with yourself at the end of the day.
I think that's what I do.
I do that because I think to myself, you know what, I'm not too sure about this, but this thing's going to be more, well...
It felt petty this week. I don't know about you
It did,
guys.
yeah. But for, like I said, for me, I treat it like I give the exact reason I'd given a face-to-face, so I don't end up doing some bullshit things. At the end of the day, if someone went home because I gave a reason I didn't believe...
If you don't point and nominate on an emotion, you never be able to back yourself up, because you'd be like, if you've got questions
I think straight away you can tell if you, in your own head, you know what, you know in your own head what a clever vote, like maybe tactical.
The broth.
Did you watch Big Cook, Little Cook?
Oh, I love that show.
That used to go on the spoon.
Course.
And he was a little one when on the spoon he flew about.
Although, in hindsight,
You've just reminded me of
that feels a bit unsettling to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Little
a
Cook, Big Cook.
food reviewer.
Why?
Yes.
Why do I remind you of a Little Cook?
Oh my God! You look exactly like Little. Wait,
shut up! Why do I look like a Little Cook?
Wait, Jordan, stop! Jordan, why did you say that? Oh no!
Wait, with my glasses on, it looked like Little Cook.
I'm traumatized.
Or without them.
Without? Oh
Is it the hair?
You stepped into that.
It's there.
Is that the mustache?
Even your face shape.
Was he like boyish charm little cook? He had like curly tousled hair, that sort of thing.
Yeah, he actually looks like
What
that.
did Big Cook look
You saw
like?
he didn't act as Little Cook back in the day.
He was like 40-year-old man little cook. He was so old.
With the glasses, I can just see it.
Did you ever watch Big Cook, Little Cook?
No. Oh.
Good. Didn't get to Wales.
You can't go. That's why you didn't watch it.
It was on CBBC.
Huh? Oh, Blue Peter. Oh, shit.
Guys, right, did you ever watch...
Paul said that I look like Ant and Dec.
Yeah, I get that.
Really?
Oh my God, why do you look like them both together?
Wait, I really...
And Elon Musk and Boris Johnson at the same time.
Elon Musk, I can really see.
Elon Musk, Boris Johnson, Ollie Murs.
You look like Ollie Murs so bad.
You really like Ollie Murs, and the way you dress as well. Wants to be an engineer because I used to be obsessed with finding out how things were made. They made crisps, they made paper, they went to see how aubergines were grown. Or that might have been Big Cook, Little Cook. But the crisps and the paper still couldn't be for life.
And she had a pack of ready salted afterwards, like with cheap Asda own.
So she would basically go on this plane and land at different locations and show how things were made. It was just amazing.
Yes, I do remember that.
Bad air miles, you know, nowadays.
Some of these shows were so good.
Like Magic
Then the Cartoon Network ones were great as well, like Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
And my favourite was the Foster's Home.
Yes, we talked about it.
Oh, the Imaginary Home of
With with the rabbit and the little old woman.
And Ed and Eddie was
Loved
wonderful.
Ed and Eddie.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, I loved Courage the Cowardly Dog as well. That was a good one.
Hong Kong
What was Tracy Beaker on CBC?
Yes.
Yeah.
CBC. Oh, the course, it's a Jacqueline Wilson
The
book.
Tracy Beaker movie is just so sad.
Well, her mum, who plays the mum in the movie?
The one who's in Bridgerton. We spoke about this.
Which one?
He's talking about her mum being this famous actress.
So she's Lady Bridgerton.
Oh, the mum in Bridgerton is the mum in Tracy Beaker Returns. Oh, no.
Tracy Beaker is the most like tame Jacqueline Wilson book. She writes about like a girl whose friend died and then her ghost haunts the girl. She
Sounds like Jordan's writing.
That'd be ridiculous.
She writes about like divorced parents and like going between each parent. She writes about a mum who tries to like commit suicide and the daughter like has to like look after her. She talks about a girl who was born and put in a bin. Like,
Oh, Dustbin Girl. I like that
yeah.
film. Dustbin Baby, sorry.
The stuff she wrote about was crazy.
Tracy Beaker now is the runner of the care home.
Yeah.
And what's it called? No. There was Tracy Beaker Returns when she comes back as like all the
Dumping ground.
Yeah, but then there's a newer one now.
There's one where she's got a kid.
Now she's got the kid. There's like Tracy Beaker Returns. She came back as a care worker. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
God, Noki, you're very clued up on all this.
Yeah.
That's like
and she was like, that was funny, but Olivia ruined it. Like she came back out and was like, that was funny, guys. Olivia ruined it though. Like,
did she?
I think in a way, the egg throwing. I think in a way, she would
Oh,
like
that
to
then,
be
sorry, yeah.
involved in a bit more of like.
Oh yeah, she finds it hilarious.
That kind of
Tomfoolery.
side.
She finds it
But in a
hilarious.
way,
Might not feel
I
comfortable.
genuinely, but no, I don't think it's just to feel comfortable. I believe she's kind of shot herself in the foot slightly.
No dignity to be found in shouting.
Like, I'm not just being over the top here. I genuinely was expecting them to put oysters in there for me. But then in hindsight, can you imagine if the oysters were just flying out that hatch? That
with no with no ready deshelled, they're just putting like the sloppy.
And that wouldn't have looked very nice at the bottom of that plastic container, would it?
No.
Not very. You would have been quite.
And I'd have been like, "Where's my mignonette?"
What's that?
It's the little onion shallots.
I love that.
Shallot vinegar.
Do you know what I love as well? Is when there's champagne in them.
Champagne.
That's
the most posh thing I've ever heard. Champagne in an oyster.
Yeah.
That's mad.
It was really nice.
There's something very like simple, but yet one of my simple pleasures in life is just a glass of champagne and half a dozen oysters.
Do you know what I love? Any food with a bit of shock factor.
Yeah.
So oysters, wasabi.
I hate wasabi.
Anything like that.
Have you had oysters before, Matty?
I think I had one. Maybe I don't know. Would I like them? Does it taste of anything?
They're great. What?
Yeah, the sea.
What does it taste of?
They taste the sea.
Quite like that.
Yeah. It's giving sea.
Oh, slay! I have one. It's giving sea.
It's giving ocean.
Oh,
yeah.
I have one.
No, I'm not really a foodie, so.
No, me either.
And you can either chew or just swallow.
It's just down, isn't it?
Oh, so you've got choice.
Oh no, that's.
I like.
No.
Straight in, more like.
straight in, that's
I
it.
give maximum
Sorry,
2 chews.
never out.
Depends how big it is.
Never?
It's not tasty to chew.
Removed out of... Right,
No, but you kind of get the whole...
Sorry, just
I give
stop,
2
please.
chews.
Cease and desist.
1 to 2, with a bit of mignonette and lemon juice, followed by a little swig of champagne.
Oh, now the champagne.
Lemon is really nice.
I don't really like champagne, but I don't think I've had the right one then. I don't think it's horrible. It's just...
If it's called Lambrini, it's not champagne.
Well, that's the only ones I've had.
Lambrini.
Lambrini.
That's the only champagne I've had is Lambrini.
Well, it's not. It's like saying the only Fanta I've had is Coke.
That's so funny. Well, probably have had champagne before, but like maybe a prosecco. That's it.
I mean, I thought how much money they spent on this house. I thought launch night they might have had a couple of bottles of champagne going.
Even the prosecco.
No, they
launch night.
skim and save, don't they?
If someone had put a blindfold on your face, would you reckon you would tell the difference between
Yes.
a carver and a champagne?
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
100%.
But it's all just
Don't we just
fizzy.
this for a living?
It's all just
So
bitter,
man's
fizzy wine.
profession.
Magic, they're so different.
Really? I want to learn that.
They are so different.
That one looks like a ball sack and a piece.
And what about prosecco? You'll be able to tell the difference. No. Oh yeah.
100%. I could
Very
distinguish
small one.
prosecco, carve, and champagne.
No.
Yes.
It's amazing. That's really cool.
Of course.
But I think what people do is they just drink and they don't taste. If you taste, you know the difference.
Yeah. But it just tastes like
It's like
fizziness.
Saying it's like saying a prawn and a lobster's taste the same.
Okay. Same family, but you can tell the difference.
Well, it's not.
I'm gonna just go for
Champagne and
myself.
carve is aged for at least 12 months, whereas prosecco is made in a steel cask
go.
and can just
I'll be back in a
mass
second.
produce.
making something to tea?
Is
No, I'm getting a
champagne still
Diet
all
Coke.
from the same region?
If you
Jordan.
you have it has to be made in Champagne to be
Jordan.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, of
Not getting
course.
more of it.
They must have served us early. Sorry, what?
No.
Bring out some more.
I think it's a bit more refreshment.
I'm expecting more.
Did I bring out
Yeah.
Chanel's Kit Kats? Was she
Oh,
mine?
no.
Yeah, whatever. No, I don't mind.
I'm empty
I've been empty.
in terms of glass and my soul.
What's your favourite then out of them three? Champagne, prosecco, or carver?
Champagne, carver, prosecco.
No. But it'd be brilliant.
Famous carver.
They're all quite niche. Thing is, carver actually is aged the same amount of time as champagne is, but just because it hasn't got the super like the name of
name.
champagne, it's a lot cheaper.
Okay.
Carver's a lot. If you're choosing between carver and prosecco, always choose carver because it'll be the similar price, but carver's a lot better. Henry's top tip of the day.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you.
I just don't really know much about carver.
Would it not be really annoying though to find champagne really tasty because then you just lose all your money?
This happens to me a lot though. Like when I bought like a proper coffee machine, I
was about
wasn't
to say
able
that.
to drink coffee again without like it's making me upset in here, the instant coffee.
So, you'd recommend not to do that because then it'll ruin other...
I would recommend just doing nothing and then everything's quite positive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll know, like, it's even like doing the convenience version of something. Like when you start doing your weekly food shop in a Tesco Extra or in like a local, like Little Waitrose, somewhere local, you can never go back to doing like a big Sainsbury's because you've kind of...
You can never go back to Sainsbury's because Tesco's better than Sainsbury's.
No, if you do like a convenient, like a local Tesco Extra or a local like Little Waitrose, it's obviously more expensive because it's convenient.
Yeah.
And it's close by to you.
Okay.
But once you start doing that, it's very hard to go back to doing like a
big shop, yeah.
Sainsbury's shop, which is obviously more economical.
But you don't want to walk around.
Yeah, it's further away, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So once you break a threshold with anything, it's quite hard to go back.
Fair.
It's the same that all my friends blame me for ruining their lives.
I can understand why.
For giving them tastes for a certain stuff.
I turn them into snobs.
Tell them what?
I turn them into snobs. You two will be snobs.
No.
You will.
No.
That's what I was like with sushi. Like
You will.
I swear to God, I started
no.
See,
eating.
it's gonna happen to you.
It's a slippery slope.
Okay. Where do I
It's a
sign? Where do I
compliment.
sign?
I think being a snob's a great thing. I think it means you've got high taste, like good. It means you've got good taste, high standards. You don't settle for rubbish.
The good thing is though,
I like
Matthew,
rubbish.
I'd say the good thing is, like, if you've come from, like, non-snobbery, you can slum it. You can slum it without, like, feeling like you're gonna break down.
Can you slum it though?
I respect that you can, like, be here and you don't really have tantrums.
Yeah, you don't have tantrums, which I really
like. For example, that camping night, like, even though I couldn't eat anything, I was just like, I just accepted it. Hallie did have a bit of a tantrum because she didn't like to eat it.
You accepted it, to be fair. You didn't eat the food, but you just accepted it.
Yeah.
And, like, for example, I did Duke of Edinburgh up until Gold. I don't like going camping and I would never go out of choice, but I know I can do it. So I had all the confidence in myself.
Did you Gold?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I have all the confidence in myself to do things that are uncomfortable, but I just choose not to.
Yeah.
But at least I can tell you, if you tell me that I can't do it, I can say, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do it a lot. Just like bin dive, we'd go out and bin dive, we get really good food because we didn't want to...
Jordan, you've joined at a good time.
Why? We didn't want to...
Massey's talking about his experience of eating from a bin.
Because if you think about it, like, there's a lot of stigma from people eating from bins. Yeah, obviously you're not going to eat, like, half-eaten stuff, but so much stuff, bins from supermarkets, the amount of stuff they throw out, which is past sell-by date, which is perfect. You know, it's so much waste.
So would you scope out supermarket bins?
So they go at the end of back of, like... complexes and stuff with big bins that they just didn't lock, and they'd find like bakeries with like literally perfect loaves of bread and cakes.
Too good to go.
Yeah, too good to go. That's...
You just could see a little zipper behind her ear.
Really?
Yeah, and then I could see whenever she left the room, she went like this. Do you
think she was an alien?
Was she a lizard?
I think she was a lizard because I saw the scales on the back of her neck as well.
Really?
The body makeup was coming off at that point. But anyway, so like she was basically slagging off Donald Trump like for the half an hour of the speech. But in the 90s, I don't know if you know anything about Northern Irish history, about the Troubles, and like there was like big fighting between like Catholic and Protestant military groups. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. At that time, Bill Clinton was the president of the USA, so they would come over to Northern Ireland and be like, oh, we want to bridge the peace, we want to bridge the peace.
Yeah.
I thought it'd make your lives easier.
And more refreshments, Tom.
Fun?
More refreshments.
Well, the refreshments are batteries today.
Had they made any announcements?
No. Or I'd be having refreshments and not playing with batteries. Thank you. Jordan. It's all right, mate.
Well, yeah, for whatever political move, Bill Clinton was trying to like help Northern Irish politics for what?
I don't really know what that is in like non-engineering terms. What does that mean?
I just remember one of my teachers saying the University of Birmingham was fabulous for sandwich courses.
Yeah, I think my boyfriend did a sandwich course.
I think it's when in the middle of your course you do like a whole year away.
In industry,
yes.
You're in industry.
So I did 3 years. So I essentially got a bachelor's, but in engineering you can choose to graduate from your bachelor's and then do a 2-year master's, or you don't graduate from your bachelor's, but you do a 1-year extra master's. So I did a master's, like an integrated master's, which is just the extra year without graduating in between. But I also did an year in industry as well. So I guess the sandwich year. So I went to work for ExxonMobil for my placement year. And then I went back for my master's the year after. So I was at uni for 5 years in total.
Yeah.
Which was far too long, but I was just dodging real life, you know?
Yeah. Reality avoider, love it.
Yeah, that's just... And here I am again.
Exactly. This is our version of reality.
Exactly.
You're right, Jordan, are you enjoying that?
What have I done?
Nothing.
You said done in a very northern fashion there.
We should probably eat it.
Nothing happened.
Nothing noteworthy.
Oh, or the kissing.
Yeah,
was that last night?
Yeah, who did you kiss last night?
Was that all the kissing last night, wasn't it?
In this house.
I don't even remember what happened last night.
You wouldn't kiss a board, but you kiss people.
No, I wouldn't. I kissed a vending machine, that's it.
And you kissed the floor as well.
No, I licked the floor.
Close. That's even more intimate. Your kiss was really good.
It was good.
Really?
Yeah.
It started off just like tame, but then it got quite...
It was really like... It was very adorable.
I didn't know what to do. I felt so embarrassed.
You looked really into it.
You were like so passionate and like it was actually steamy at one point. And you looked had great lips.
Steamy.
It's you know yours was the only one that like I could really imagine it as a real kiss.
Why are you saying that?
You should be like a professional movie kisser.
Guys, hit me up.
Why can't I say that to Henry?
Be a kissing stunt double.
Hit me up. I'll be a kissing stunt double. Because apparently I'm a very good kisser.
Protective of your husband.
Just because everyone knows how he kisses.
Well, I haven't the foggiest. I wasn't watching.
You were thinking, everybody knows.
Everyone else is watching.
Yeah,
Everybody knows.
No, I was distracted.
She used tongues.
What are you doing?
She used tongues.
How dare you? That's such a question.
You did it on the telly.
No, I
can
didn't.
watch it back.
I didn't.
Do you know what? Thank God I drank that Prosecco at the beginning because
I was not drunk enough for that.
Well, you didn't. Oh, you did kiss it. You get a big smooch.
I gave it a big smooch.
I was like, do I go crazy or do I just really like go for it? Like,
you went for it.
Yeah, I went for it.
I wouldn't say crazy.
No, I didn't go crazy.
Crazy was like Hallie level.
No, I wasn't
Like,
crazy. I was like,
Hallie's eyes were in.
I was like, do I give a sensual kiss?
You were sensual. It was nice. It was nice.
Hallie's was so hot.
Hallie, the eyes were so like in it for me. I was like,
I
wow.
know.
Oh, it was when she.
Oh, the hair up. I had to vote for her for that because you can't do that then, like, not win.
Yeah.
That would be
Did
so
you vote for
shameful.
Hallie?
Yeah. Because I just thought she really gave it and you can't do that then not win.
Did you not think Pause was good?
I did think his was good, but Hallie's just did something for me. Like, Paul's was a bit too, like...
On the nose.
Yeah. It was too obvious. Whereas Hallie's was a bit more like...
I love Trish's one.
For me, it was Paul or Trish.
Paul or Trish was my top two, and I picked Paul.
If I had 2 votes, I would have done Hallie and Trish, for sure.
It's so funny when
It was
Trish
it was kind of a couple of times she was going like... And then it was just like...
Forget it. She set it up really well. Yeah. She really set it up. But yeah, Hallie just did things with her eyes.
Yeah, Hallie was really good.
Yeah, I had to give her a round of applause for that one.
She'll be at home now, back in South London, just chilling out with her fam. Or she might be using a hotel for 3 days.
She went on TikTok live with the Frida. I'm so sorry for that game last night. It was really funny.
Did you know how Frida invented?
What game?
Oh, yes.
That was so funny.
Yes.
Why was that funny?
I heard Farida
invented. So we started